Hello, my name is Mark Freeman, and today we're going to go through a Vinyasa flow that you can do every day. We'll start at the top of our mat, and we'll go through some sun salutations. Bring your feet close together, spread across all four corners of your feet, shoulders back, take your palms out to the side. So in a few moments here to breathe. Arrive in your class, arrive in your practice. Relax the shoulders down your back. Stand up nice and tall. Next inhale, take the hands overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Go through your Vinyasa flow, adding on or taking off as you need to. You might want to add on with an extra push-up, or maybe just step right back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here in down dog, in through the nose. Exhale, side out. On your next inhale, look forward, bend your knees, make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Again, go through your Vinyasa flow. Meeting again in downward facing dog. Take a moment here in down dog. Inhale. Exhale, side out. Look forward, bend your knees. Make your way again to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, hands to prayer. 1 more time. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, Vinyasa. Meeting again in downward facing dog. Take 2 moments here in down dog. Breathe in. Exhale, side out. Breathe in. Exhale, side out. Walk your hands back to your feet and hang heavy in ragdoll. You can take your feet just about shoulder width apart. Grab opposite elbows, hang heavy, bending your knees generously. You can sway from side to side. On your next exhale, release the hands. Plant the right hand between your feet, bend your knees, and take the left hand up towards the ceiling. If you'd like, you can plant that left hand on your lower back. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Switch sides, plant the left hand, bend the left knee, and take the right hand up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe out. Come back to the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse. All the way up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Bringing your chin off your chest last of all, reaching overhead. Grab the left wrist, pull over towards the right wall. You can kick the left hip out to the side. Inhale back to the top. Exhale, grab the right wrist, pull over towards the left wall as that right hip comes out to the side. Next inhale, come back up to the top, cactus the elbows, Shine the chest up to the ceiling. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, walk it out to a plank. Take a moment here in plank. If you need to, you can drop to your knees. Turn the biceps forward. Spread the fingers on the mat. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Bent knees are fine. On our inhale, we're going to come forward like a wave. And on our exhale, press back to down dog. 2 more times. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 1 more time. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Take 1 more moment here in down dog. And on your next inhale, look forward. Bend your knees. Make your way to the top of the mat. Flat back. Exhale down. Brush the mat as you inhale up to chair pose. Sink your hips back. You want to be able to see your toes just over your knees. Reach up past your ears. 1 more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, go through your vinyasa. Inhale for a back bend. Exhale, meet back and down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it up between your hands. Turn the left heel down. Inhale up, warrior 1. Warrior 1 is a closed hip posture, so bring that left hip towards the top of the mat. Right knee opens up to the pinky toe. Press into the back edge of the left foot. One more breath in. Exhale, clasp the hands behind your back. Inhale, spread across the chest. Exhale, dive forward, humble warrior. Bringing the right shoulder inside the right knee. Forehead releases towards the mat. One more breath in. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. We'll meet again in downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it up between your hands. Turn the right heel down. Inhale up. Warrior 1. You can kind of wiggle into the posture. You don't have to stay static. Our body is made of water. So allow yourself to feel and be fluid. One more inhale. Exhale, clasp the hands behind your back. Inhale, spread across the chest. Exhale, dive forward, humble warrior. Bringing the left shoulder inside the knee. Keep breathing. Keep pulling that left hip back. Make sure that you're shifting your weight into both feet equally. One more breath in. Exhale, release the hands back to the mat. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. Meeting again in downward facing dog. Take a moment here to breathe. Step into your feet. Stretch your calves. Next inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale down. Brush the mat, inhale up, chair pose. We'll come to drinking bird. So shift into your toes, lift your heels up off the mat. Take your arms back behind you and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Arms go back overhead. Stand all the way up, keeping the heels lifted. Hold here. One more breath in. Exhale, lower the heels, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, go through your vinyasa. We'll meet again in downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it up between the hands. Turn the left heel down. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two. Keep opening that right knee to the baby toe. And pull the left shoulder away from the right knee. Opening across the body. Keep breathing. Come back to the breath. Flip the palm, reverse warrior. Next exhale, extended side angle. Right knee, right elbow. Reaching the left arm overhead. Looking for a long line from the tips of the left hand all the way down the body, out the left ankle. If you'd like, you can reach that left hand around the back for the bind. Make sure your chest stays lifted. We don't want to be hunched over facing the ground. We want to be open and lifted. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Take that left hand, plant it down on the mat, and we'll come into dragonfly twist. So left heel comes up, right hand goes up to the ceiling. You can stay here, or if you want a little more, you can plant, shift away into that left hand, take the right foot back for side plank. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back, plant both hands, go through your vinyasa. And we'll meet again back in downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it up between your hands. Right heel goes down, inhale up. Warrior one. Exhale, open. Warrior two. Same options here, same cues. Open the left knee up to the baby toe. Pull the right shoulder away from the left knee. Relax your shoulders down your back. And come back to the breath. Flip the palm, reverse warrior. On your next exhale, come into extended side angle. Right arm goes overhead. Again, that same long line from the tips of the finger down along the body, out that right ankle. If you'd like to go for the bind, you can reach around with the right hand, grabbing your inner thigh. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Take the right hand, plant it inside the left foot. Right heel turns up for dragonfly twist. Again, you can stay here. Or if you'd like, shift the weight into the right hand. Step the left foot back for side plank. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant both hands. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. Meeting again in downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, side out. On your next inhale, look forward. Bend your knees. Step up. Top of the mat, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Brush the mat, inhale up, chair pose. We'll come back to drinking bird. Lift the heels, shift the weight into the toes. Arms go back behind you. Arms go back overhead. Lower the hips down to the heels. Now press all the way up, keeping the heels lifted. Reach overhead. One more breath in. Lower the heels, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, go through your vinyasa. We'll meet again in downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Scorpion your dog. You can stay here, or if you'd like, you can flip. Bring the right foot down to the ground, reaching overhead, lifting your hips up high. Come back through three-legged dog, stepping the right foot up by the left hand. Keep the left heel lifted. We're going to hang out here in runner's lunge for just a moment. So catch your breath. Shift your weight into that right foot. And when you're ready, we're going to step up into warrior three. If you need to, you can use blocks to support your hands. If you don't have blocks, you can use books. If you fall out of it, you can also just use the mat. But just stay, jump right back in, stay in it here. One more inhale. Stay for the exhale. Now we're going to come into standing staff pose. So bring that left knee with you up to hip height. Reach overhead. Next, we're going to come into eagle. So take the left leg, wrap it around the right. Take the left arm under the right arm. Wrap the hands together. If this is a lot, you can just grab opposite elbow or opposite shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch down. Try and square the hips to the top of the mat. Each of your joints is paired together. So squeeze the wrists together, the elbows together, the knees together. If you can, the ankles together. Hold here for just one more breath. We're going to make our way to warrior two, but for bonus points, you can unwind the legs, come back through three, warrior three, lower the left foot down, windmill open to warrior two. Take a moment here in warrior two, find the posture, find your breath. Flip the palm, reverse warrior. Come into extended side angle. We're going to go reverse triangle. So right arm goes overhead, right leg straightens. And on our next inhale, come into triangle pose. So take that right hand, reach, reach, reach. Plant it down. Spread across the chest. Lean back into the shoulders for triangle. Look for openness here. If you're feeling crunched over, just come out of the posture a little bit more. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Left hand comes down to the mat. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale, meet again in downward facing dog. Inhale the left foot up. Scorpion your dog. Again, you can stay here, or if you'd like, you can flip over. Lifting the hips up. Left arm goes overhead. Come back through three-legged dog, stepping the left foot up by the right hand. Stay here in runner's lunge for just a moment. Catch your breath, shift your weight into that left foot, and when you're ready, step up into warrior three. Squaring the hips to the mat. Breathing. You have your hands on the blocks, maybe at prayer, out to airplane, whatever works for you today. If you lose your balance, just jump right back into it. One more breath. And on our next inhale, come up to standing staff pose. Bring that right knee with you, reach overhead. We're going to come into eagle. So take that right leg, wrap it around the left. Right arm comes under the left. Again, you can grab opposite shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeeze down. Wrist against wrist, elbow against elbow, knee against knee. Keep your hips squared at the front of the mat. One more breath in. On our way to warrior two, you can come unwind that right leg. Press it back for warrior three. Step back. Windmill open to warrior two. Take a moment here. Find warrior two. Wiggle into it. Find your breath. Flip the palm, reverse warrior. Come into extended side angle. Come into reverse triangle. Left arm goes overhead, left leg straightens. And on our next inhale, we'll come into triangle pose. So reach, reach, reach. Plant the hand. You can adjust your feet and then spread across the chest, reaching up to the ceiling. And then lean back into the shoulders. And really open in this posture. One more breath in. Exhale, release back down to the mat. Step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. Moving back in downward facing dog. Take 2 moments here to breathe. On your next inhale, look forward, make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale down, brush the mat, inhale up, chair pose. Come back into drinking bird, lift the heels. Press into the ball of the foot. Arms go back overhead, lower down to your hips to heels. Lift the heels up as high as you can. And now recline back into boat pose. Don't be intimidated by boat pose. If you want, you can just grab behind your knees, sit up nice and tall, and hang out in boat. If that's even too much, support behind you, or even heels on the mat. Go to where you are comfortable, where you can. Engage yourself, push yourself. Do the best boat that you can. And we'll hold here for a few breaths. If it's available to you, you can straighten the legs. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Come down to low boat. Try and keep the shoulder blades off the mat. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to boat. Make this the best boat of your day. If you've done a lot of boat today, one more breath in. Exhale, plant the feet, plant the hands back behind you and take reverse tabletop. Lift the hips up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Gaze can go up to the ceiling, or you can keep the gaze out in front of you. One more breath in. Exhale, release your butt back between your hands. Cross your legs at the shins, come over your knees. Plant the hands, go through a vinyasa. We'll meet again one more time in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, look forward. Make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale down. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Great job. We're going to do a little bit of balancing today. So we'll start just by shifting the weight into the left foot, and then take that right foot up, either just hovering off the mat, up to knee height, or if it's available, extend the leg out in front of you. Hands can be at prayer or on your hips. Engage your body, engage your core, engage that lifted leg, extend energy through the heel. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. We'll switch sides. Shift the weight into the right foot. Again, hover the foot just a little bit, or bring it up to knee height, or if it is available, extend the leg out in front of you. Hold here. Stand up tall. Engage the hip flexor. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Great job. Shift the weight into the left foot one more time. We're going to come to tree pose. So again, you can just have a little kickstand with your right foot. If that feels great and you want more, you can take that leg up into your upper thigh. Move your shorts out of the way. Open the hip out to the side. Keep your hands at prayer. Or if you'd like, you can extend your arms overhead. Reaching up. Giving the birds a place to roost. Keep breathing. We'll take one more breath. Exhale, release it back down. Shift the weight into the right foot. Same options. You can have a little kickstand. Come up just to shin height. That's fine too. Or if it's feeling available, come up all the way to your inner thigh. If you fall out of this, just jump right back in. Hands come to prayer. Or if you're feeling pretty comfortable, you can reach your arms up overhead. Stand up nice and tall. Engage your body. Engage that left leg by pressing into the right leg. So avoid pressing against your knee. It's going to put strain and stress in areas that we don't want strain and stress. Keep breathing. One more breath in. Exhale, release it back down. Take your feet about mat width apart. Hands can come to your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees as generously as you need to. Hands come down to the mat. Halfway lift. Take your peace fingers and loop them around your big toes. Exhale, forward fold. Pull yourself down into it. Elbows come out to the sides. And breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, release. We're going to take our hands under our feet. So you're standing on the top of your hand. Toes will tickle the wrist. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, pull yourself down into it. Release your neck as your head hangs heavy. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, release. We're going to come in through a little bit of crow practice. So even if you are not able to do crow, just getting into the steps to practice and get close are going to help open you up a little bit more. So start by taking your feet close together, toes will touch. You're going to come onto the balls of your feet. Your hands will be about 12 to 18 inches in front of you. You're going to take your knee into the back of your tricep. And if this is where you're at, that's a good place to hang out. You can build some strength here, build up some confidence as well. You'll bring your gaze towards the top of your mat. And if you're feeling like you can do more, start shifting your weight over your hands. Your fingers will act as brakes so you don't go too far. Keep engaging your body, and maybe you can take one foot up off the mat. And if that feels okay, maybe you can take the other foot up off the mat. And suddenly, magically, you're in crow. Hold here for a little bit longer. Keep playing with it. If you need to come back onto your toes, come back onto your toes. And when you're done, take your feet out wide for a Malasana squat. Maybe you got into crow today, and if you did, awesome. Maybe you didn't, and that's okay too. We've got to practice the steps, open our bodies up, engage our body, and build that strength. Take a few breaths here in Malasana squat. If this is feeling uncomfortable, you can always grab a block and stick it under your sits bones. We'll take one more breath in here. And on our exhale, very gracefully sit your butt back down on the mat. Take your feet out in front of you for a staff pose. Inhale, reach overhead. And on our exhale, we're going to walk our fingers forward down along the side of our leg, pulling your chest towards your toes. And when your fingers can't walk any further, pause there and breathe. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, see if you can walk the fingers further forward. Keep doing that back and forth. Keep breathing. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Come on back up. Take the right ankle above the left knee. Flex the right foot. Protect the joints. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold out over that left leg. That right leg is going to keep our left leg honest, keeping the leg on the mat. Go to your depth. You might not be able to grab your toes. If you can, pull back on the toes. It takes it into the calf muscle a little bit more. Keep breathing. One more breath in. Exhale, come on back up. Keep the right ankle above the knee and just bend that left leg, bringing the heel in towards your butt. Sit up tall. Take your hands back behind you. This is a variation on a pigeon pose, opening up the outer right hip. Again, keep that right foot flexed. It's going to help protect the joints. And keep pushing that right knee away from your body. One more breath in. Exhale, extend that leg back out. Plant the right foot on the outside of the left leg. Take the right hand back behind you for a kickstand. Reach up with the left and go for the twist. You can either use that left elbow as a wedge against your knee, or you can just hug that right knee into your body. Sit up tall. Look for length on the inhale and depth on the exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Come back to the front. Extend the right leg long. Take that left ankle above the right knee. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Again, keep that left foot flexed. If you can grab your toes, go ahead and pull back on them, taking the stretch into the calf of the right leg. Don't try and force the fold. If you're not able to bend forward very far, that's totally fine. Just be where you're at, and that's okay. One more breath in. Come on back up. Bring that right heel into your body, pressing the left knee away from your body. Sit up nice and tall and stretch the outside of that left hip. Ooh, it feels good. Keep breathing, keep coming back to the breath. Your mind's going to want to wander. Invite it back to the breath. One more breath in. Exhale, extend that right leg back out. Plant the left foot on the outside of the right leg. Left hand back as a kickstand. Reach up and twist. Again, sit up tall. Breathe length on the inhales and bring depth and release on the exhales. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Come back to the center. We're going to recline onto our back, so keep your feet planted. Just roll onto your back. We're going to start with a little bridge pose. So bring your heels just within reach of your fingers. And inhale, lift the hips up. If you'd like, you can clasp the hands behind your back and snuggle up onto your shoulders, lifting your hips up even higher. Keep coming back to the breath. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hips back down to the mat. Hug the knees into the chest. Extend the left leg long. Hug the right knee in. Pull it up towards the armpit. You can use your left hand to guide the knee across your body for the supine twist. Take the right hand out from the shoulder. Try and keep both shoulders on the mat. If the knee hovers like mine, that's not a problem. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Come back to center. Again, hug both knees into the chest. Shift both hands to the left leg. Extend the right leg long. Pull the knee up in towards the armpit. And when you're ready, guide that knee across your body. Again, extending the left arm out from the shoulder. Keep breathing. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Come back to center. Hug your knees in one more time. Take a big breath in. Fill the lungs up. And as you exhale, extend the legs long, setting yourself up for Shavasana. Legs go down the mat towards the corners. You can extend your arms down your side. Release your breath. release your body, melt into the mat, and take rest. When you're ready to come out of Shavasana, you can invite some movement back into your fingers and toes. If it feels good, you can take a big stretch, reaching overhead. And as you're ready, roll onto one side. And then gently press yourself up into a seated position on your mat. We'll take one final breath together. Breathe in through the nose. Fill the lungs up. Exhale, sigh it out. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. It is such an honor for me to have the opportunity to do this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, thank you so much and have a great day.